27th. 2 seconds. I'm just going to make sure that there is no feedback coming in. All right. So we are going to check out what's going on in the market and what massive print we saw. Well, not today. It happened last week, and it happened on the 22nd of June. All right. I might be a little pixelated. I'm just getting everything set up. I just want to edit one quick thing here, and then it should be better. I know you guys don't want to hear it, but I think Bitcoin is going to crash, and I will show you why. So, spread the word, share it with your friends. Let's talk about what's going on in the market. All right, let me just share the tweet here. And why? Oh my goodness. It's going to be a crazy, crazy week ahead. Feels like sometimes the market just sort of gives you this feeling, right? Especially with the dark pools. Tomorrow I am doing a special live in our free dark pools room. So definitely come and check it out. Let me just do this really quickly. That's not what I wanted. Dun, 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 da, la, la. Nope. Copy and get rid of this. Everything is really slow. It doesn't want to work properly. Let's go here. Copy. All right, let me get the live stream up and going. Too many windows. Sorry, guys. There we go. Get rid of YouTube music. All right, maybe I don't know. I think I had too many windows open. Copy. 1, 2, 3. Are they copied? Okay, last try. Paste. Score! All right. Hello, Catherine. Where are you tuning in from? Saying good morning. I know it looks like I'm in it looks like I am in the mountains, but I'm not. I'm in Montreal with crazy. Let's see if I don't bust over the total number there. No. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Should be good now. All right. Okay. Save. That's saving. Save. Boom. All right. Let's get everything set up over here. So welcome, everyone. All right. Big Bitcoin print. GBTC. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. 21 million shares last Wednesday. We're below it. Classic dark pool. I'm putting this out. We just saw this today. Putting it out because those people that are thinking, oh, this is the crypto winter. This is going to come back, right? This is massive. We have seen the 3 arrows, people, and Celsius. Okay, so let's actually go to GBTC form 4. Let's see if we can see who the biggest owners. Can I see that? Maybe let's go to Whale Wisdom. Let's go here and let's see if we can look at GBTC. GBTC. So this is Whale Wisdom. This is the really big holders of like hedge funds and stuff like that. How much do they hold? Everything. So if we look, let's see, the largest shares held the way around. Okay. So 3 arrows. Ding! Oh my gosh. Hold on. I have to send this. to a friend of mine. I'm guessing that that is the 3 arrows. GBTC 13, what is this? F or G? 13G. I think that's the 3 arrows selling the remainder of their position. Is that 21 million? What do you think? Hold on, let's see. Let's check out. Let's see what my friend Stephanie posted. She posted about it. Let's see if she posted about it. I think we've seen 3 arrows. We know that they were going under, right? We know that they were going to have to liquidate because of all of the downward move, and they had big pressure and margin calls about it. So this is quite interesting that they were the biggest holder, and now we see a massive print, and we hear that they're going under. So I'm going to reply here. Unequivocally, so Grayscale remains unequivocally committed to converting GBTC to a ETF. All right, we're going to post that photo with it because it looks like they were liquidating some of their position, if not all their position, as a margin call. Let's see, let's go here. Let's do a little more digging. Of 3 arrows. Let's see if we can even see it here. 3 arrows. Just defaulted 2 million. Yep, there you go. All right. Yeah. Sorry. I like to follow the breadcrumbs. I like to, looks like 3 arrows just liquidated their largest hedge fund position on GBTC. Let's grab this article. Copy. All right, so let's do some more digging. How many shares are in GBTC, right? Let's go to right here, GBTC stock float, Wall Street Journal. Oh, let me get rid of that photo for you guys. You know what? I'm just going to move it down here. We'll have it there all of the video because they just defaulted, right? Hold on. Let's see if I can put that here. Oh, I'm so excited. I like finding the breadcrumbs. Let's see my tweets and replies. So much faster to do it on 2 computers. All right, GBTC, it doesn't tell us how many shares. Well, that's not cool because it's OTC. Interesting that they don't say the total number of shares. Oh my goodness. All right, beautiful. Done. Like to help other people as well. So a heads up, one of the most prominent crypto hedge funds, whoa, did not mean to steal that whole screen and move it around like that. All right, they are defaulted, right? They are defaulted. There is no doubt about it. They are defaulted, and they had the most shares down there, 33 million. And now we've seen, hey, that there is a, why is it not working? 21 million share print that was executed on the 22nd. Okay, everything is wonky now. So seeing the dark pool print and the fact that they've defaulted, they were the largest owner of this, looks like GBTC has been sold now. 21 million shares, right? That's huge. I really want to know the total float. GBTC stock float. Isn't it weird that they keep it obscure? They don't want to let everybody know how many shares. Not short interest data. I want to know the total shares outstanding. Why don't they have it? Do we have to go to their website? Let's find this out. Why won't they be forthright in saying how many shares they have? Is it because OTC, they want to be obscure? All right, let's move forward. So let's look at the SPY. Let's look at all this. And are you guys tuning? Where are you guys tuning in from? Catherine, where are you tuning in from? Let's look at the SPY today. So every morning now, live at 8 a.m. Eastern for the summer months, I am doing my watch list live for my YouTube members. So if you sign up, I believe it's $33.99 a month. Maybe it's $39.90 a month. I don't remember the exact price. Roughly $1 a day. And I am mapping out, let's see, 4 plus 10, 14 different potential trades for you every single day. And the SPY, well, let's put this on to Burbank. Very cool. I have someone that lives out there. All right, let's look at the 24-hour chart. So this could maybe come all the way back down to 384. We tested this 24 EMA on the 45-minute chart, came down once, bounce, second time bounce. Are we going to drop below 388? A nice trade below 390. That was my, hey, if it goes below here, potential short. Qs as well, 295 was that level. Nice trade, came all the way down to 291.92. Nice levels today. You got $1 RN. Which stock should I hit? You got $1 RN. I don't know what RN means. Right now. Gotcha. Right now. Well, you'll have to decide for yourself. I can tell you what the trade setups look like. This one looks like we came down, we tested the Qs, we came down and tested this trend line. Maybe we're going to bounce above. Maybe we're going to come back down below. If we come back down below, looks pretty bearish again. Let's check out where all the volume is, right? Over the past couple of days since the top, where is our massive volume? At 299. As long as we stay below 299, bearish on the Qs. The Russell is going to have revaluation of the shares happening at the end of quarter on Thursday. Today, we also had a lot of opinions on the Supreme Court, the final cases that were coming out. Let me refresh this. This should be filling up with different results. They didn't put them in just yet. So we had Kennedy, Concepcion, all the ones for today. Let's go here as well. A couple ones on, that's it so far. All right, nothing too interesting. So IWM, long trade. This is 2,000 stocks as opposed to 500 on the SPY and 100 on the Qs. So these are down. Hello, Abe. I know. It's been busy with the kiddos and everything. Trying to get back to my daily live streams. So Dow Jones pulling down as well. Russell, again, keep in mind that this is the only one they are rebalancing on Thursday. So keep that in mind. We're seeing that the VXX is down, even though the SPY is down. That is abnormal. Usually you will see that if the SPY is down, that people are buying puts because they're fearful. VIX is up. Granted, this is delayed, 15 minutes, but it is still moving to the upside. So why isn't VXX? Interesting, right? Are people closing out their positions? What's going on there? Let's look at the trades for today that were set up. Let's check out the Apple trade really quickly, see what's going on there. So Apple obviously will affect the market. This looks like maybe, actually kind of looks like a diamond formation. Look at this. So if we go up, and we go down, down. Are we in a potential reversal spot? Oh, that was a bad line. Let's start it down here. Right? That looks like a diamond top on a 45-minute chart. If we break down below this 141.50 level, I would say, yeah, we're going to see a reversal coming back down. We also had bigger volume over here on Friday, really big volume into close, right? We had big volume here just before the run up, and now big volume here. So if we go below close, 90 cents away, if we go below close, oops, wrong move there. If we go below close, which is roughly right there, 141.50, then 141.66, then likely we're going to see the Qs and the S&P 500 head to the downside. We are testing the upper bounds of this downward wedge right now. If big volume came in, awesome, trend change. However, thank you. However, this does look like a diamond top at the end of the run. Maybe this is going to be wave 1, 2, and then 3. However, this looks like we might be in a positioning for a downward move right here on Apple, and Apple will affect the Qs and the SPY. So keep that on watch for if we close below 141.55, excuse me, 141.50. My opinion, we would likely see a down day. It's interesting as well. Thank you. It's interesting as well to see that Microsoft is down as well. Amazon is down, right? We're seeing a lot of big names heading to the downside. This is already reversing down below the 24 EMA. On the shorter term, I will use that as a support level and looking for that to break down further. I didn't have a trade mapped out on it. So let's get into the trades that I did map out this morning. If you guys want to learn more, Abe, I know you say you're busy, but I do teach. I was just teaching today about day trading versus swing trading, timing of everything at thedarkpools.com at the training pit. And I am live every morning, 8 a.m. now during the summer while my kids are in camp. Timing adjustment based on drop-off schedule. So NEO today below 24.12. Yep, we broke that. Nice little trade to the downside here. Had good dollar plus, almost $1.30 to the downside, right? That's a nice move to the downside for NEO, hitting the 4 EMA over here. We tested the 161 and pulled back. AMD today, continuing a bit of the upward movement. We're still up above the 161, but we pulled back to the 161 EMA and bounced a bit. However, we are in that downward trend. So look to see if we can break out and close up above 88. We close up above 88, likelihood that we're going to move up. However, we'll see. It pulled back, bounced. We would need above 88, in my opinion, right here. That's the resistance right there. And really where we opened today. So looking for that to continue to the upside. Oxy, a lot of oil. Let's look at the cover of The Economist, right? The Economist is talking all about energy, right? How to solve the next energy crisis, basically. Weekly edition right here. And the cover is, come on. The cover is windmills, and the right way to fix the energy crisis is the verbiage on top of the image here. So how are they going to solve this energy crisis? Biden wants OPEC to release more oil. Lots of oil talk. We did not have oil prints. Excuse me. We did not have oil numbers last week. They were scheduled to be this morning. They pushed them aside. They're now scheduled for tomorrow. So they were scheduled this morning. Now they have them here tentative, right? And it's showing that they have a surplus. So They had a deficit. No, wait, hold on. Forecast. Okay, so the forecast was meant to be lower and they had a surplus. The draw was at 2. So are they really going to have a surplus or a draw, right? The big guys know. The big guys that run the market know. The fact that they did not release oil numbers last week, in my opinion, makes me believe that they are positioning more for whatever move they want to take for the market for oil. They are positioning for that. And they did not have it set up today. So they're getting ready and they're setting them up for tomorrow so they can release the oil numbers tomorrow. They had them tentatively scheduled last Thursday. They wiped it. They didn't have it on the schedule Friday, and then they put it on today. Lots of things going on. We also have the G7 meetings going on. When we look at oil, let's do this. I talked about this morning. Crude oil futures on the 24-hour chart here. And let's do this really quickly. Take this off, make this DXY. I couldn't remember what it was called this morning. DXY. It was like PDY, blah, blah, blah. Okay, DXY. So we can see that they have a fairly positive correlation to each other. Why? You know what? I don't have all the same. All right, beautiful. There we go. So let's look at it on a weekly chart and a weekly chart. When we look at it, you can see that they are fairly similar. We topped off right here, and DXY pulled back. We also had a nice run up. So we've had a nice run up from the December 28th. December 28th, we moved up. Okay, what's going to happen if oil continues to move down? Millions of Californians will be receiving up to $10.50 as part of a new middle class tax rebate. That's more money in your pocket to help you fill your gas tank and put food on your table. Golden Boy, when are they due to pay it out is my question, right? Is this next year when you file your taxes? So it's really not a help right at the moment? Or is this it as a tax rebate, right? Or is this a one-time payment of $10.50 that's going into their bank accounts? If it's next year, that's not really help right now, is it? Welcome, Golden Boy. Missed you this morning. All right. So looking at this, Band-Aid on a broken bone. Yeah, it's just, yeah. All right. Yeah, I'd dig into that more to see, because great, it's all positive news, right? They want to make them feel like they can spend the money, but it doesn't really help, right? A rebate, maybe it's coming to them now. Don't know. So let's look at Oxy today. What's going on with Oxy? Oxy is up above. Let's put this on a 24-hour chart over here. Oxy is moving up just barely today. Came up. We hit the 15 EMA. Had bigger volume last week. Big volume right here, and we are above it, right? How about on our oil futures? So we had big volume this week, June 13th. And we're testing the moving averages. It looks like it's about to curl over. We do have our 4 just below the 8 EMA on the weekly. Let's go to the 24-hour chart. We are testing the 8 EMA, breaking resistance right here. Maybe this is going to come up to 112 for oil. All right. Okay, let's put them back to the same and back to a 45-minute chart over here. All right. So right now, oops. I meant to do Oxy. There we go. We hit 110, the round number. So with Oxy, we came up, we tested 60, and then we pulled back a little bit. So looking to see if we're going to bounce and continue to move to the upside. However, we do need to break. We hit resistance over here, right? The close of this candle is 58.44. And we did, right? Am I seeing that right? 58.44 was the low. Close was 59.90. Right, so 59.90 puts us right about here, right where we tested on Friday and found more resistance again today. So with that, are we going to reject? We've hit this resistance and we are potentially rejecting that. So we'll see going into tomorrow. They could be positioning for a surplus of oil for OPEC. producing less oil to try to drive the price up. We have that OPEC meeting on Wednesday as well. But I would say watch the energy sector based on the Economist cover. That there's definitely things happening. This is another one. I've never seen this one really active. This was active with high volume pre-market today, and it's sort of cut in between the moving averages and in between these moving averages. So I'd say below 10 or above 1040 would probably see a bigger move on PAA. Barrick Gold was on the upside today. It did have higher volume at open, sort of topped off here right at 1912, right at the moving average, and then it's folded over. Are we going to break down below 1850 this week or continue the move up? I'd say above 1950 for a longer term trend trade on gold. If we could break up above 1950, of course, 20 would be that super strong resistance round number. All right, Cisco today was down this morning with down volume pre-market. Came down, tested that support level. Hasn't really gone either way. We have a doji day. We do have a dividend coming up, so maybe we're going to see some ex-div selling happening. But right now, maybe we're going to see some buying as well to receive the dividend. Colgate Palmolive toothpaste, right? Starting to curl down. We had a massive run up, higher risk, further away from the moving averages, and dropping to the downside today, pulling back. I would look for a test over here, 79.30. Came very close, 79.36, but you can see how we hit those moving averages. Look at how that's holding as support. If we break that, potentially down to 77.50, 78 round number first, and then 77.50. No, I haven't listened to her. I'll have to check her out. Let me write down the name. On YouTube, Mr. Smith? So a heads up too, if you guys are in Bitcoin, one of the crypto hedge funds defaulted. They were the largest holders of GBTC. So know that, hey, if they're defaulting, likely their long positions, which they were long traders, are probably going to be selling out of Bitcoin, and we're likely going to see more of a downward turn, right? So just a heads up on that, that we might see a further move down on Bitcoin, further move down on cryptos overall, right? So heads up on that. I know you guys weren't all here earlier. And if you like the live stream, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and come join me at 8 a.m. for the list. All right, let's see. Save today. Save had a bigger move down this morning. They had quite a gap down, and it is continuing, well, consolidating right now. But we're not holding above this 200 EMA, which is roughly that 15 EMA, right? So are we going to break down below? Indecisive, we have a little bit of an island gap trading here. So we have a gap to the downside down here, 2140. So if we break below 22, I'd look for that 2140 gap fill right there. GBTC is sort of like paper gold futures. Yes. Yes. XPEV has had a crazy upward run. We are coming back down to the moving average here, a little return to the downside. As we see oil pulling back, then those electric car makers tend to pull back as well, right? Because people are more interested in buying electric cars when the price of oil is going up. And there's also the desire to have more electric cars by the US government with their green proponent moving forward. So seeing oil go up and electric car makers go up at the same time, no wonder as we see oil come down, we tend to see a little bit of a drawback as well with the electric car makers. And we had a nice little short squeeze on XPEV. It does have 619 million in the float. We also saw that AMC today was breaking out of the downward trend and moving to the upside. Coinbase is pulling back. I don't know if Three Arrows had, let's check really quickly and see if Three Arrows and Coinbase had anything to do together. Were they defaulting? They defaulted on Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Yes, we know that. And analysts downgraded Coinbase shares to a sell rating. So there was a sell rating. I can't talk today. Let me spit out the marbles. I'm going back. I want to see this one. Crypto hedge fund, Three Arrows Capital considers asset sales bailout. Broader market sell-off. That was on Friday. Okay. Well, that was the 17th. That's old. Disregard that. Let's go to the news here. See if there's anything new. 1 hour default notice. Goldman Sachs downgrades. Crypto bosses learn anything at all. Three Arrows is reportedly approaching collapse. Okay, that's old. It's 1 day ago, 4 days ago, 1 week, 1 week, 1 week. Okay, 1 hour ago. From 387 to 45 price target, Goldman loses faith in Coinbase. Disclosed that they had exposure to Three Arrows Capital. A lot of people did. The people at Three Arrows were basically taking, say they were leveraging their money, right? They deposit money in, then they take it to, say, Celsius. They deposit their money in Celsius, and Celsius says, okay, we'll lend you 150% margin, right? They'd take Bitcoin, they'd buy it, they put it into Coinbase, and then they'd leverage it again, and then they'd go somewhere else and they'd leverage it again. So it became a crypto house of cards. Well, when one of the legs falls apart, right? One of those cards gets blown out by the wind. Oof. Oh no. What's going to happen to the Bitcoin leveraged bubble that was created by 33 million shares of GBTC, right? And Bitcoin. They had both. They had GBTC and they had Bitcoin. Voyager announced it would issue 3AC notice of default for failing to make payments on a loan worth of 15,000 Bitcoins. BlockFi and Voyager disclosed that they had exposure, right? 15,000 Bitcoins. Bye-bye. They're going to have to be sold off. That's no bueno, right? That's not good. It's not good for GBTC or good for Bitcoin. Yeah, and how many Bitcoins are there? 18 million. So let's go really quickly. 15,250 divided by 18. 123, 123. Times 100. 8%. 8.4% Bitcoin being sold. Bye. See ya. Liquidation. I'm surprised it's not falling faster, personally. Right? When 8% has to be sold. But I think we're definitely going to see it move to the downside, and it's going to affect Coinbase. Coinbase is one of the highest cost exchanges out there. Also Bittrex, right? Bittrex and Binance. So if you have Bitcoin, find that stop, in my opinion, that you feel comfortable with. If it goes below that stop, use proper risk management, right? We are at 20,761 right now. So let's look at it. Let's look at cryptos too. Right? Bitcoin is moving to the downside. Let's do USDT. All right. So it also looks kind of like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we in for that fifth leg for those Elliott wave traders? It's not good looking, right? Continued rollover, maybe massive move down. I mean, we saw this big 27th of June. That's today. How many shares? Like, hold on a second. Wait a darn second there. Why is it not showing the settings here? And no. I want to see appearance, no scales, status line. I want to see this. Okay. So right here, 20 Bitcoins were sold or traded during that time. Just 20. Can you imagine how many thousand was that? 15,000? Let's go to the calculator. Or it's in this article, right? 15,000 Bitcoins. 20,000 right here. Well, they were probably on, who do you think they were on? Voyager? I don't even know if Voyager's an exchange. But when Bitcoin tends to go down, it's like Apple with the S&P 500. They all tend to go down, right? So be prepared for this hedge fund liquidation to cause downward price action potentially. Unless there's buyers for those 15,000, right now we are in a bearish market on crypto as well. And let's look at it on the bigger picture. All right. So I put it from the top. Let's put it from over here. Let's put it from the run right here. Or maybe the run from, okay. So we have from the run back here, right? This was the big volume where it started. And then we saw a really big volume here. Okay, so we have a point of control down here at 94.60. That would be likely, hey, if everybody got out, 94.60. So if we look here from the big volume right here and the top, right? The high is 39,000, right? Yeah, they all seem to be going down. I'll check out MULN. Let me just finish up with the cryptos really quickly. So still, even we could go from here. How about we come over here to this high? Still, the point of control is hanging out here at 30,000. All right, let's go from when it broke below. Where's the volume? Okay, we have bigger volume right here on the weekly chart. Let's pull it to a daily. All right, so we're here hanging out. This is where our point of control is, 20,500. Do you guys remember when I showed you that clip of the girl that said 20,400? The market makers wanted to take it up and pop it. Looks like they might have popped and now it's ready to go back down. All right, so let's come over here. Whoops. Let's go to the bottom over here. This is from the top, right? Let's go from the bottom. Where's our volume? Still 20,489. Let's set an alert. 20,000. I'll put it for 450. Crossing down. All right. Think that likely they popped it to try to liquidate up higher, right? And this is our 24-hour candle. Let's see. 384 Bitcoins. We have to liquidate 15,000, right? 15,000, 384. Granted, this is one exchange. This is Bittrex. Right? Let's see, maybe Binance. BTC, USDC. Because they said USDC. Coinbase. Let's check this out. Let's see how crazy the volume is. Right? What's the volume here? 1.59 thousand. Okay. So we're getting more. How about here? 1.17 thousand. All right. How about over here? 2,000. Right? So we have to look at all the exchanges all together to compile that 15,000. But still, that's almost 10%, 8.5% of Bitcoin that has to be liquidated because of 3 arrows. That's some downward pressure, right? They want to go ahead and recoup, all the losses from 3 arrows. And it's tanked quite a lot since they went in. So they're willing to take pennies on the dollar right now. It's like the bailout type scenario of 2008. We're starting to see hedge funds, Bitcoin hedge funds go underwater. Real estate hedge funds, in my opinion, are next with the bubble that's coming with interest rates. Houses are staying on the market longer. Pending home sales looked up, but they're pending, right? People need to qualify for the mortgages for them to go through unless they're all cash sales. And that's not happening unless there's a cash sale company that says, hey, you can put in a bid and we will give you a mortgage off of the cash sale purchase. So watching this, again, 20,450, in my opinion. If we go below that, we're going to see this likely go down to 9,500 for Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptos as well. And Bitcoin can move pretty quickly, right? We went from 28,000 to 22,000, 6,000 in 2 days. So going from 20,450 down to 9,500, maybe 3-4 days. Wouldn't take long at all. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up for today. After we do MULN, take care of you, golden boy. So MULN, automotive, it is, we have a bit of a, let's do this, upward trend there. I'd wait for it to break out of that wedge with confirmed volume personally, either way. All right, so that's my viewpoint on that. Yeah, my pleasure, Golden Boy. And you're very welcome, Johnny. Have an amazing day, everyone. Carpe Profit, seize those profits one trade at a time. Come and join me as a member, 8 a.m. Eastern on my YouTube channel. Just sign up as a member and you'll be able to see that, and we will map out my watch list. All right, have a great one. Bye.